Greetings, Dr. Q English here. Welcome to my next episode of the Essential Series, continuing with Protect Your Space. I want you to be able to know who is in your circle. I want you to imagine a tier of circles, rather circles within a circle. The first one, which is the nucleus, should contain yourself, your spouse, your family. Then there's the second tier of those that are like your second family. Like, not everyone is supposed to be in this circle, but it's important that you identify who they are. Who's your second tier that comes right after your family that has a certain access that others do not? Then there's the third tier, and believe me, in all honesty, we can build out tier after tier after tier. But for the sake of time, I just want you to get an idea of why it is important to know and discern who's in your circle. And there are a number of reasons. Because the expectations from your circle, from them to you and you to them, must be clearly understood. What do I mean? If you think you're in tier 2 and they see you in their tier 3, then we have a problem. What could the problem be? That you thought you were closer than you really were. Perhaps your closeness was transactional, based on productivity, based on you thinking your relationship was one thing and it really was another. And that can set you up for pain. I know this for a fact. And some of you hanging out in this girl-boy thing, reevaluate. Now, it is possible for you to see them in your tier 2 and them to see you in their tier 3. This means you may be giving a little more of yourself in the relationship, which may be required depending on what the relationship is. But what has to happen is you have to know at all times, not just where they stand with you, but where you stand with them. It will alleviate a lot of disappointments. And believe it or not, resentment, bitterness, and chaos, you name it. Because they may see you as the greatest person based on what you can do for them. They may even invite you over to their home, meet their kids and their dogs. You just got to know whether the intimacy is truly relational or transactional, or mainly based on transactional. Which means it is very possible that once you stop performing in the transaction piece, that you may not be invited to their home anymore. And you have to be fine with it, because you've determined who you are to them and who they are to you. So going back to your tiers in your circle, it is important that you don't make that inner part so crowded. See, some of us, and I know firsthand, are so relational that we invite everyone in it, and we do it quickly. And that's why there's been so much hurt and pain in relationships, because we don't take the time to assess where they should be in our lives. We're quick to jump in. I remember one of my mentors telling me, Q, we've got to watch the movie. In other words, let it unfold. Don't jump in too quickly. And get all those people out of that inner circle where your spouse and family should be. So as I said in the beginning, there are different levels of access in relationships. Friends, you got associates and business partners and supervisors and parents and cousins and spouses and children, you name it. But take the time and figure it out for yourself. Draw a chart that helps you not react the next time they don't do what you thought they would do, because you would do it. The other side of the coin, in some cases, after doing this exercise, you will realize that the relationship is in balance. So much so until it's unhealthy. Because while you may not be in their tier the way they are in yours, there are some that should be on equal footing with you. So perhaps the relationship is toxic. Determine if that's happening. And if so, release, protect your space, set up your boundaries, be free, let peace reign. Romans 13:8 says, owe no one anything except to love each other, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. So walk in love today as you continue to discern who's in your circle.
You have been listening to Dr. Q English. Follow her on social media at Facebook at Q English and on Instagram at Q English. Continue to listen to our daily series.